What's going on, people? Today, we're going to talk about why your life is great. I want everyone who's listening to me, if you woke up this morning, put in the comments, my life is great. If you went about your day, you woke up, you got up, you brushed your teeth, had breakfast, you went to work, now you're coming home if you're on the East Coast, put in, my life is great. If you woke up and you didn't have any problems breathing, you didn't have any problems with congestion, put my life is great. If you got up and you got out of your bed and you walked to the bathroom, put my life is great. There's a point that I'm getting to here. Most of us live a life that it pretty much goes as planned each day. You may wake up sick, you may get some bad news, but 9 times out of 10, your day goes just as planned. If you planned it. If you didn't plan it, it still goes as planned, because when you fail to plan, that's a plan to failure. If you were to take advantage of the fact that your life is pretty much the same day after day, if you didn't have a cataclysmic event and you don't have a chronic illness, you don't have wretchedness, you don't have a life where things are just so bad that you hate your days. But most of us, we wake up and the day goes as planned. And most of us don't take advantage of that. And that's why I'm here to tell you that if you exploit that sameness, that ordinary track, that day after day minutia, with just 1 to 2 hours of consistent action 7 days a week. Yes, it's either 7 hours a week or it's 14 hours a week of consistent, productive action. It will literally change your life. There's a lot of folks who are asking certain questions about courses, and I'm here today to answer them. If you bought Hustle Camp many, many moons ago, and I make an offer to new people, you're not eligible, and for a very good reason. Hustle Camp keeps changing. The first people coming to Hustle Camp was $99. There wasn't nothing there. Now there's a lot there, and there's more coming every week. And the people who are coming after you, and also just to let you know, the folks who pay $1,500 or $2,000 or $2,500, and you're worried about that, I'm going to give a special where people are going to come in for less money than you did. Don't worry about it. It's not going to happen. When I do my discounting and stuff, I make sure that Hustle Camp, the grand thing, and I'm about to do something with that right now, that they cannot get it cheaper than you got it. That's just crazy. So don't even worry about that. That's not going to happen. But this is what's about to happen, and I'm about to make an offer. And I had to say that because I have been extremely generous. I have been like crazy generous, and people just keep like, I want more, I want more, I want more. All right, so what we're going to do is Hustle Camp. It's like $7,000. And what I'm going to do today only, meaning from 6 p.m. right now to, let's say 6 a.m. in the morning, because it seems that I sell a lot of stuff in the middle of the night. I'm about to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to go to my courses, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with the Hustle Camp. And if you bought Hustle Camp before now, you're not eligible, because Hustle Camp is more valuable, and there's stuff that wasn't there when you bought it. So there. Don't be questioning Patty like, can I get it? No, you know good and well. So let's see what I'm going to do. Make sure I got rid of some stuff. Cool. So I'm going to put this here. We're going to get 5 1 hour consulting sessions. Once again, if you bought for people who buy after 02/13, let's see. Oh, let's just go 12/2017. That's going to be a normal thing right there. 5, yes. 1 hour consulting sessions. All right, so we got that. We're going to make that bigger. Can we make that bigger? Can we do, oh, we can do that. Aha, yes we can. So that's there, right? And the price is $7,000, so we're going to crank the price down to $4,500. This is today and today only. And we're going to hit save. All right. For my less well-heeled hustlers, I didn't leave you out. I've got something for you too. If my course thing will, there we go. Oh, for you guys, and I know because it didn't have a thumbnail. Ah, there it is. Tomorrow, I'll be working on Hustle Camp. Now, Hustle Camp is a course unto itself. It's not just everything. This is, for the people who got in for $99, they're getting incredible value. You know that. So I'm going to be updating this, and I'm going to change the pricing. I already did it. So $150. And we will be talking about ways that you can, this is stuff I've never, ever talked about before. So if you want Hustle Camp, the link's below, and you just go to the site. It's like, oh, all right, there we go. It's $4,500 today only. You get not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 sessions of consulting with me to be used in the next 90 days. This is not like you can go ahead and stack this up and then contact me in 2018. So those are your deals today. The 40% off is over. So you can get into that Hustle Camp right now. Now, let's get into how the courses are going to be developed, because remember what I just said, you wake up every day. Most days your life goes as planned. It's just the way it is, right? Well, I was seriously overwhelmed, and it's taken me a few weeks to figure out, like, how can I do all these courses? Because, the goal is to do 40 courses, and that's like 37 more courses this year. And like, how am I going to do this? And what did I just say? To keep the live stream schedule, and to do 1 to 2 hours of content development. I'm probably going to do 2 hours of content development every day, Monday through Friday. I'm not going to do weekends, but that's 10 hours of training per week. And, I've been able to keep that for the last few weeks, and I've been steadily growing courses, building courses. So this is how the courses are going to be built versus me just going 8 hours, making all kinds of mistakes and typos and stuff and just being beat up. I'm not doing that. And also to leave room for the people who buy the $4,500 thing, because as Hustle Camp goes up, the ceiling of, when I do discounting, it also raises. So it's just going to get to a point where it's going to be $5,000, $6,000, and I'm not going to go below that because of the value that is added there. There's so many people who are just greedy. You're just greedy. You're like, I want more, I want more, I want more. And also, a lot of you are not prepared for upper level consulting because you don't have a business in play. You want to have a business in play, and for that, I applaud you, but you don't have a business in play. There ain't really nothing that we could talk about other than, I can answer a few questions that you don't have the self-confidence to fully flesh out or go forward with. But that's it. So those are today's deals. So let's talk about this 1 to 2 hours that I am doing. I'm Glendon Cameron, founder of Hustlers Kung Fu University, where I actually teach you the stuff that I am doing to make money. I know that's a little crazy, right? Because a lot of folks don't do that. They teach one thing, but they do something else to make money. That secret hidden ingredient, referrals, Facebook ads that they don't teach you. I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? But what's going to happen is if you take 1 hour, and let's start off with 1 hour a week, and for that 1 hour, you turn this off, you turn the notifications off, you turn it over, or if you're like seriously addicted to your phone, put it in the next room, put it in a drawer, turn the television off, and go in your computer or whatever you need to do in your workshop and work hard for 1 hour. Now, if you've never done this before, it's going to be kind of draining. It's going to kind of throw you because, see, most folks don't work. You ever notice, like, when you are really working, you're concentrating, your head hurts, you get a little tense. Now, I'm going to tell you, once this is how you handle that 1 hour. Once you go through it, because push, because most of you are not even going to wait 1 hour. I'm serious. Then once you got the 1 hour, take like a little 5-minute break, then jump into the second hour. And if you work, really work, you would drastically improve your life in 2 hours a day. 1 to 2 hours a day. Because the thing is, it's the consistency that makes it so. Because I know how this works. You can actually see me doing it because I am building courses every day or every other day. There's something there. And it's going to get better because today I did the corporation, holding companies, and operating company, and I got to do another section tomorrow. And I did some other stuff. So this is how this is going to be built. Let's talk about the T-shirts. All right. T-shirts are going out every quarter. I tried. It's just not possible with dealing with the designer, dealing with the T-shirt printing people, getting it is like a job unto itself. And one of the things that I'm not farming out is the T-shirts. I'm not farming out the design because lately when I farm stuff out, I don't get the results that I want. It's not that the people are not trying, but it doesn't come out like I want it. So that's something I'm keeping in-house, and I am going to probably, because like, not this one, but the other one, I like that design, but I want it bigger. So before I go talk to this guy, I was like, you know what, let's sit down. Let's get something going consistent. Let's start making money every day. And then we'll talk to him later because I understand his preciseness, because if he gets something wrong, he's going to get yelled at. So he's like overly anal. And, they do good work. They did what I wanted. So I'm going to go back to him. But before I get to that, I needed to get some traction. And this is another thing this 1 to 2 hours a day will get you. It will get you traction. Most people give up on whatever they're doing because they're not getting any traction. Like, I'm going to tell you, if you start a new YouTube channel right now, it's going to be hard. This is not the new YouTube. This is not the old YouTube. This isn't even the old YouTube of 2016. This is something else. This is a totally different animal. And unless they'll tell you that you've got 24 hours for your video to do it. No, you got like 12. They say 24, but it's 12 because when they were saying it was 48, it was really 24. And you got to be really on it. Now, with that said, since YouTube has become more difficult and more challenging, that's a space that you can win if you want to do it. And also, if you don't want to do YouTube, I suggest you don't do it. It's hard. It's really hard. And I mean, I've got like 9 years experience on this sucker. And I've seen so many things, but I've also seen a lot of people come and I've seen a lot of people go. I've seen a lot of people give up. I've seen a lot of people walk away because one of the things, and this is me with keeping in my 1 hour, 2 hours a day, because this is what I did when I was working at home by myself, 1 or 2 hours a day. That was it. And see, because you only have to go to 1 or 2 hours a day. After you get past that first or second week, you're going to want to do more because you don't have to. We're strange as humans like that. It's like, we got to do it. It's like, I don't really want to do it. But if you don't have to do it, you're willing to put out more. And then once these action points and these data points start to accumulate and you have this path of accomplishment, this path of getting stuff done, then you feel better about yourself in just 1 or 2 hours a day. And you start getting stuff done. And then you can add another hour on. I don't suggest that you add another hour on until you've been at this 2 or 3 months, because then it becomes a habit. And habit is more important, more durable than willpower. Willpower is enough to get you started. You have a day you want to go to the gym. You have a day that you don't really want to do anything, and you just willpower it and you get past it. Willpower is like the starter on your car. Once your starter starts up that car, it's done. It's over. It's just like, that's it. That's your willpower. Then after the starter kicks in, you need something else to keep it going. You need momentum. You need that, because the average person is just going to tap out because it's just so challenging and it's so difficult. All right, so let me get in the chat room real quick. Let's see. All right, I'm going to have to do it this way because it is going to be funky. All right, I thought it was. There we go. So let's see. Who likes the little swimming babies? I thought they were cool. They're just having a good old time. They're doing their thing. So I didn't forget to send out the, oh, that's funny. Get rid of that. What's up, Johnny Walton? What's up, Exodus? Stefan, regular web guy, Ganja. This dude bakes. Mama needs her wine. This dude bakes and mama needs her wine. Both y'all in the kitchen. Conjurer, what's up? Cartel, what's going on? Young Brandon, peace. Just got offered a job as a gas technician. How would I work that job as I get the most from it? Tell me, what does a gas technician do? And Karats. What's up, Jennifer Russell? What's up, Ganja? That's it, regular web guy. Life is great. What's up, Derek? Ganja, you're funny. What's up, Savelta? James? That's right. Your life is great. I'm serious. When you start saying it and you start feeling it, you're going to not have all these bad days. Mama needs her wine. Carrie soup. Derek Brown just got home. 2 hours on a computer bus. That's rough, man. You know, it was funny. Today, I actually thought about doing the live stream on Marta. I used to do it. I haven't done it in a while. I used to take Marta to give me perspective that, you know, I can hop into one of my vehicles and go where I want to in a matter of minutes. And there are people who were spending 2 hours a day, one way, getting to work, and 2 hours or longer getting home. It makes me feel good that I have the option to not do that. Edward Banks, my life is great. Miss Finance, my life is great. What's up, Nathan? Short change, my life is great despite my son was throwing up all morning. Ooh, that's rough, man. That's rough. Hope he feels better. What's up, Afriky? All right. That is Hustle Camp, the course, Patty. What's up, Glendon Hill? What's up, Lance Brown? What's up, Al Gordon? Ganja, yeah, I read that book called Deep Work. It got me to work it for 1 hour, take a break, and work another 1 hour. Erica, congrats on trying the t-shirt line. Went to local guy warehouse. The clothing line is serious. It is. Dude, I got like 5 surveys from YouTube. They ain't playing. No, YouTube is doing some stuff that's real interesting. 89 Funk, nothing's easy when starting a business. That's true. Locks the Chef, what's up, guys? You hadn't hit the like button so we can get more people in here. Appreciate it. Cartel 007. Thanks, Malcolm. Butte Ween, we're not talking about that subject. And I will say this, that I became distracted and I got into it and I realized that having that conversation wasn't making me any money. So I was like bagling and I stopped it. Cartel 007, it seems like building a business is the only thing you can do sometimes because a good job or work is hard to find. I'm going to tell you something in a minute. You must make more money, Buteween. Well, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mika Long. Oh, okay. Young Brandon, I would become as efficient in that job as possible. You're probably paid per hour, right? And you're probably going to have what you have to do, quota or something. I don't know how it works, so govern this information accordingly. If you got to do like 150 meters a day, try to do those as fast as possible. Also, keep it to yourself that you're doing those things as fast as possible, which will give you time to pull out your laptop and do what's called double work. You know, give a man his time, you know, do your job. Because if you become very efficient, you could probably do his job in 4 hours. Then you can do your job the other 4. So that's what I would do. And congratulations. What's up, AKW Beats? CZ, I'm constantly telling people I work with how great life is for us having a great job with great pay, low stress, and they will complain and walk all around with their heads down. Now, let's talk about that. One of the reasons that you must tell yourself that life is great is you have many people that CZ just talked about. They're all around you. There's a sea of people who will complain, who will walk in and they'll be miserable. And these folks are very infectious. They can have you feeling down. So what you have to do is tell yourself that today is a great day, that I'm doing great, I'm building, I'm growing, until you start to get the feels, hit y'all up in the feels, because that's going to counteract all that negativity out there. And there's a ton of negativity. I just heard that Auto Trader laid off a division. And I keep hearing about these layoffs, and the news is not talking about it. Layoffs are the first sign of the recession. These big companies, they've looked ahead and it's like, whoa, we can't afford these people, or we need to get rid of these people to increase profits. We never needed these people. We got them when, you know, times were good. Layoffs are happening. People are living together. I mean, right now, and also let's talk about the stock market. You know, it's 42% of Americans in the stock market, right? That's a lot of people. That's hundreds of millions of people, over 100 million, right? Let's talk about percentages. If you were to say, if you were in the stock market for 100 grand, I guarantee you that number would drop down to 10% or 15%. How do I know this? Net worth. The average American doesn't have any net worth. I dated this chick once and I asked her, you know, we were having this conversation. We were kind of serious. So how much money do you have saved? She said $13,000. No, she said $15,000. I was like, you go, girl. I like the sound of that. How much debt do you have? Oh, 35,000. Right? Student loan debt. That's okay. Maybe she could knock it out. She was working on some forbearance. Then later on, when my business partner died, had a car for sale. I was like, I can get you this car for $3,500. You got $1,500. I mean, it'll take a hit. She's like, oh, that's my 401k. Okay. 401k money should not be factored into save money. That's retirement money. It already has a name and a qualification and a tax benefit. That is not savings. That is retirement money. That's for when you're old and you need some additional help and stuff. That's what that's for. That's not savings. So looking upon how much people have saved, how much people have put away, most people do not have 100 grand in the stock market. So when you look at how many folks, because understand 100 grand ain't nothing in the stock market. If you retire at age 75 with 100 grand and you can only pull out 4%, that's like $300 a month. I think. Yeah, it's about high twos to $300 a month. Which Social Security, that's $1,200. So that's $1,500. Don't sound so good. Now you got $1 million and you're pulling off 4%. It's $40,000 plus your $1,200 Social Security. So you're like $50-some thousand in retirement. That's much better. You got $2 million. You're pulling off 80 G's off the riff. You're only paying capital gains. And it just depends on where that money's coming from. Is it coming from a 401k? Is it coming from a Roth? Is it coming from an index fund? How's that money coming out? So I say all this to say that the stock market's is whooping it up, and it's not going to impact most people. It's not going to impact 90% of the people walking around in the United States of America. It's just not. So it's like a Trojan horse. It's coming in. It looks big, but it's got some nasty surprises on the inside. What's up, 89 Dr. Funk? Oh, you got to, man. You got to get your proper mindset on. AKW, that's what I do at my job. Give the man a few hours and then work on my stuff. That's why I'm not in a rush to quit. I basically get paid to work on my business. Once again, we've never told you to quit your job here at the Hustlers Kung Fu University. We tell you to quit your job when your job needs to be quit because it's costing you money from your business. That's the only time you quit your job. Well done, AKW Beats. Well done. I tell people who are trying to start a business, you know what kind of jobs you need to get? Security jobs where you sit in the chair or sitting at the desk. And they may not allow you to bring your laptop in, but you could probably sneak in your iPad, little keyboard. Just do what you need to do. Negative is all around. Market just took a 15% correction. Trillions were wiped out. Butte Ween, I've been in retail and have sales experience, but I want to get out of retail. What's the next step I should take? You should learn how to sell some stuff. Let's see, why did that? You just reminded me of all the broke dick dandies out there in unhappy relationships that literally can't break up with their woman because they would be homeless due to their name on the lease. That's some real stuff. You know, I was actually having a conversation with a friend about that today, who unfortunately is getting a divorce, and we were just talking because you guys will never know who I'm dating. That's probably why I have a personal life, because I've seen YouTubers. I'm going to show you some that's really real. I posted this, not on this Facebook page. Let me see, can I get into this other one? Let me see. All right. All right. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so let me take you into my little world. And we're going to, there we go. We're going to blow this up. All right. Disturbed fan broke into YouTube star's home in a plot to kill boyfriend. And the cop shot this fool. This fool right here. This one. The one that looks crazy. The one with the little beady eyes. Apparently, he liked her so much that he was going to take him out so he can be with her. Let me say that again. Mr. Beady Eyes over here, he's dead. The cop shot him on sight. These two locked themselves up in the closet. Says he likes her so much, he was going to kill him so they could get together. I know that's really crazy. I know that's insane, right? I've had stuff that's happened that I don't need to talk about, but I feel if you're in a relationship and you really value your relationship, you do not want to display that relationship on YouTube. You just don't want to do that. Bad things happen. Bad things happen. And that's just an extreme example. But I've been taking precautions for years. For the longest time, I used to do my videos in front of this white wall. You couldn't tell if I lived in a house, apartment. You know what? There was a reason for that, and it was security. $600K at 20% annually is $10K a month. Don't trust just the stock market, other assets. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff out there. I didn't know Amazon was laying people off, Afri. Eric Williams, I have some engineer friends who are boosting about $1 million in their 401K, calling themselves millionaire. Went to dinner. 5 of them lost at least 14,000 last week. Let's talk about this. I've actually talked about this before. Unless you have $1 million in assets, not a combination of your income, not a combination of your life insurance policy, not your 401k, not your Roth, and some other wizardry that you can pull out, you are not a millionaire. I'm going to tell you something. A person with $500,000 in assets that are owned free and clear is in a better position than you with, let's say, $1 million in the Roth. $1 million in the IRA. You can only pull out 4%. This person's got like 5 homes. He's charging, let's see, 5 homes and let's see, 1,200 per month times 5, $6,000 times 12, $72,000 a year. That can't be disrupted by a market correction. See, this is one of the things you got to look at. You got to look at what the market gives and what the market takes away, and you got to look at the fees on the people who manage your money. Do you know that fees can eat up 50% of your profits? 50%. 50% of your profit, Wilbur. A lot of people don't know that, and they just got someone managing their money, and they're losing 50% off the riff. Peter Lynch hipped a lot of folks to that a long time ago. Let's see. Erica, are investment accounts even worth it? Mutual funds, 401k. Once again, let's talk about this. If your life's great and everything is normal and you don't get laid off, mutual funds can be great. But for me, I feel building a successful business is way better and faster. I think we're beginning to get on the edge because I stopped talking about Bitcoin. I'm not paying attention to the market because I'm not in the market. I don't really care one way or the other what the market does. It's not going to impact me one way or another. I stick with monthly dividend stocks only and focus the rest of the time on business and partnering to buy rentals right now. Most of the really smart money, the well-educated money, will never, ever buy a stock that doesn't pay a dividend. Will never, ever. Because if you buy stocks that pay dividends and you reinvest those dividends in more stocks, that's a win. That's a win. That's a win. And a lot of people don't do that. They just don't. '89 Dr. Funk, I never understood why people put their personal lives. Well, part of that's very much a millennial thing. And it's not full of malice and it's not even harmful. It's just they're so used to this is how I live, right? And I'm from that. I'm kind of like, I will share so much, but there's a limit. There's just a limit. How would I flip or Butte Wayne? I'm gonna just tell you straight. You don't have enough money to invest. If you got 10 grand, they'll tell you this is where you can put it to let it grow. But unless you're walking in the door with 100 G's, they're not really gonna pay much attention to you. They'll take your money. Don't get me wrong. What's up, Sense Reality? Oh, one of them made a new wife sign a prenuptial agreement. And he got 100K student loans. Butte Wayne, do you trust Roths? Well, the difference between a Roth is the money's post-tax. You can put up $5,500 to $6,500 a year, and you can withdraw the money tax-free. So it just really depends on when you start that Roth. After that's what I do, dividend stocks only. I don't even know if there's a student loan. Like, once again, I am like focused on building these courses and providing you folks who value who bought Hustle Camp. I've got blinders on. I'm like in a tunnel because I was going real hot and heavy on that Bitcoin stuff because I know a bunch of people are going to get hurt. But you know what? I said my piece. I put my post up and I'm out of it. I sold my Bitcoin, and that's something else too. A lot of people are like, sure you did. Now, how many of you guys been here for 9 years and heard me talk about Bitcoin a long time ago before any of these new fangled investment and Bitcoin experts with all their charts and stuff? Because this is what I look at. I look at how America's living. I look at the number of poor people. I look at the income. I look at how many people are struggling. Once this newfangled money runs through Bitcoin, Bitcoin's going to crash again. It's going to crash hard. Eric Williams, I see many family channels starting to hide the kids. Oh, yeah, YouTube went slap down those family channels, no kid content. If you got a kid that could be in a situation that could be misconstrued as harmful, your channel is demonetized. A lot of those family channels, they got their whole channels demonetized. AKW Beats. That's a crazy YouTube. My girl wants to go vlog so bad, but I told her, hell no, people are fucking crazy. She can vlog. She just got to be careful about it. Butte Education's investment. What degree do you assume would be the best invest? Once again, I can't answer that question. You got to answer that question. Big M 110. They said most of the layoffs are going to affect the Seattle headquarters. CNN wrote an article about it. I didn't even know Amazon was laying off. They did not, Dr. Fun. I don't watch the news. Ever since I made that choice, my vibe has been sane. I mean, there's so much bad news going out there, and you watch the news and you're on Facebook. Like, I'm on a Facebook moderation plan. I'm only on Facebook because I need to be. You know, I don't spend a lot of time there, and my blood pressure's gone down and my sanity's, because the thing is, Facebook is intentionally addictive, and they'll have you on there doing crazy stuff. Hey, guilty. I was doing it, and you know, hey, my name's Glendon Cameron, and I'm a Facebook addict, and I'm on, you know, I'm on step 2 or 3, whatever it is. I'm weaning myself. So you do your reading. I think reading it is much better than watching it. So also, just understand that each one of your days that you don't die, you don't have an illness, is a day that you can do something productive. Because this is what happens. You have a lot of people, the miserable crew, who sit around and complain about stuff, right? And they're not taking advantage that most of these days are good. So when something bad happens, because they've not been like that squirrel putting those nuts up, it really just vibrates through their whole house, their whole life. Lieutenant John, is it feasible to start a YouTube channel or show travel destinations or restaurants, but not? Once again, I tell this to everybody that wants to start a YouTube channel and don't want to show their face. It's going to be hard. It's doable, it's possible, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be easier of a harder task to show your face. Because people want to look you in the eye. They want to look you in the eye. They want to look you in the eye, right? They want to see your eyeballs. It's funny. I mean, people get mad. That's why I'm not going to do my podcast on YouTube. I'm going to do my podcast. It's going to be a podcast where, you know, oh, I don't have to watch this. I got to listen. And that by itself is huge. Let's see. What's up, Archangel? You're correct about banks. I opened the bank saving accounts. Once they saw the money in the account, they were a lot nicer to me. Oh, Definitely. What? What? Man, that's some warm on my ass. Oh, those lips. Oh, yeah, I know, Diana, but, you know, these newfangled folks, the miserable crew is real. And they see that you happy and you just skipping down the street and you're like, life is good. Oh, yeah, I got a business. You know, I made $500 this month. I got my job. You know, I got out of debt. I have no more debt. That's good for you. That's good, motherfucker. Yeah, I guess you think you fancy now, huh? You brand new, because you ain't like me. I'm all up in debt to my eyeballs. Oh, yes, the miserable crew is real. D. Hector, hey, Glenda, how do they know where you are? Most people seem to live a fancy ideal about their life is going on, but you do, but you don't. How do you do that? I don't do the fancy thing. Like, if you notice, I update my Facebook pictures because I'm getting older. I see some of my friends, they got Facebook pictures, profiles says 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. They don't look like that no more. They don't look like that. I'm like, why are you doing that? Because someone see you, they like see that picture, like, then they really meet you and they're like, oh, she ain't as cute as I thought. It was a personal decision that I made a long time ago. And I'm glad I did it because I'm not freaking out that if someone sees me in public and I don't look like I looking like my pictures, that's crazy. And a lot of people live a fancy life because affection, being liked, is a form of currency. People will get butt implants, get breast implants, get flat plastic surgery just for someone that they don't know to go, click, I like that. And when a bunch of people they don't know go, click, 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 I like that. I saw this thing. Someone that put this post on my wall. It was about this financial BDSM, where essentially this girl would sit there and she'd talk stuff to these people and they would pay her money. Now, it sounds good on the money side. Like, okay, you sit there, you talk trash. You know, I think she was doing $1,000 a day. But see, that's only going to last so long. I hope she's putting that money away because there's going to come a day that she's not going to be as cute. And she's just not going to draw a big, wide, varied crowd. So I hope she's like those strippers, putting that money away, buying those rental houses, doing what they need to do. Because that money ain't going to last long. What's up, Wild Jones Report, 89 Dr. Funk? Girls want to see my eyes when I'm wearing sunglasses. They won't look you in the eye. Sense of reality. How do you feel about the demographic change that's coming to America will infect businesses? You're going to have to get used to serving brown people. And when I say brown people, black people, Mexican people, East Asians, it's just coming. It's going to be, and I'm going to probably get beat up by this, but there's going to be so many biracial babies in this next generation. It will be unreal. I watch a lot of YouTube and I watch a lot of interracial couples, and the young interracial couples, and I look through the comments and I don't see any negativity because it's mostly young people watching them, and this group of kids who were brought up, they're just not racist. I know there's the old racists like, oh, they're all racist. And no, they're not racist. They really don't care if you're black, and they don't care if you're white, and they don't care if this black person and this white person got together and had these kids. They don't care. But you got the old folks who do care, who are like, no, you shouldn't watch that. You shouldn't like that. You should say bad things about that. And the kids are like, why? I have no good excuse, but just do it. I'm your father. You're supposed to do it. And they just don't care. And that's just what's happening. And you're going to see so many generational things, because this is something that's sad to say, but there are white people who make money off racial politics, and there are black people who make money off racial politics. If most folks didn't hate each other and wasn't suspicious of each other, neither one of these sides would have any jobs to do. That's scary because, like I said, I didn't do the political vlog because I didn't feel that I would be of service, because political blogs make a lot of money. They really do. And unless I can figure out a way to be of service where I can provide something that helps the economy, that helps people, I'm not doing it. And I know that's a Pollyanna-ish, pie in the sky type thing, because it's like, well, someone's making that money. Why not you? Well, I'm just not going to be part of it. I've said my stuff about relationships, but I'm not going to start a YouTube channel denigrating black women. There's a few ratchet black women, but the majority of them are okay. But you have people who are like Tommy. I mean, Tommy, that chick must have hurt him. So, I mean, he actually hates women. He just hates them. And, these channels keep controversy up because one of the reasons that political blogs and channels do well and relationship channels do well, it costs nothing to have a strong opinion. Nothing. You don't have to do no work. You just got to think some kind of way and you're in. That's why they're so popular. But it's something that you got to do some work. Had a client check for a $12,000 construction job. The bank was super nice. Oh, they love you when you come in there. You can't do a check over $5,000 through your app. Business just can't. All strippers I know spend that money fast. They do. Fast money goes fast. 89. I mean, at some point, you got to deal with the truth. But in this artificial digital world, you're going to have people who are never going to leave their house. That's coming. You're going to have people who are going to have an avatar that goes out in public for them. That's coming. What do you mean don't have a filter? Some strippers worry about the market. Free mom, my life. My life is great, awesome. Wire coaching, race hustling is a big business. Making money is political, Glendon. That's funny. I've known about Tommy for years. I'm not saying his last name because I'm not trying to give him any shine, but he's a hater. That boy, I mean, he just went all the way, just not even left or right. He went to Pluto. Tommy's like a warped cartoon character. He really is. Oh, Erica Williams, I peeped that about 4 years ago because when I saw these girls who really didn't know what they were talking about, but 30, 40, 50, 70,000 views, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, she's cute. That's it. Dashiki Jones, I'm here for the double infection, ear infection and all. Dang. Oh, yeah, I don't mess with Watkins. I don't mess with him at all. Buhane, like Kevin Hart. Say it with your chest, which ultimately means you have to be opinion and use conviction. Really, Locks, the chef? For real? That's funny. Pretty much, Dave DC. Ganji, yeah, there is a lot of bitterness. That's cool, Klein. Afri, I'm telling you, when I had my money in the bank, my banker was calling me every week because I had a really nice chunk in there. Then I moved it and I split it up in some other stuff. And I haven't gotten a call since. Not one phone call. Because I think there's only like 10 grand in there now. Nothing. Nothing. No calls or nothing. It's funny. Oh, that's wild. All right. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and let y'all know what the special is and just kind of explain it for those of you who are still here. All right. So it's 150 bucks. You can get it. And this is Hustle Camp. And this is just Hustle Camp, the course. This is not Hustle Camp, the bundle. So people don't be like, oh, whoa, what are you doing, Glendon? No. I'll be working on this tomorrow. And for those of you who want to talk to me for 5 times, this is $4,500, no coupon and nothing. You get everything. You get every course. And we get to talk for 5 times. So that's what's going down today. And I'll be checking that out, because the last time I offered it, it was 2,900 and it was 1 hour. So we will see what 4,500 in 5 hours would do. And those are the specials today. Let me do this. It's not there. There's a lot of stuff that's coming. I know people thinking, oh my God, 4,500, $7,000, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of training. It's a lot of courses. It's a lot of content. Where is it? There it is. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put that on the YouTube. On the YouTubes, as they say. And I need to come out of that because it will show all of that stuff. So, because as you can see, I'm building this up. So, Hustle Camp, the course. And just put a little arrow to it. So it is, well, it will be, as soon as I hit this button, boom, it is now under the video, and you can go ahead and grab that. Let's see. Let's see. Whoa. What's up, Golene Thomas? Big Ring. There's a lot of bitterness there. Butte Wing. Since reality, economic status is greater than social status all day long. Yes, it is. Yeah, I actually opened up another account somewhere else. What's up, 89 Dr. Funk? Dashika Jones, I would say you call this Bitcoin things, but others like Watkins missed it. Maybe stay on your channel. Oh, you're going to see it drop some more. Because the thing is, it's struggling because let's talk about it. What actually made Bitcoin go to the moon? New money. Stupid money. You had so many people who were taking out mortgages, who were using their life savings, and they bought at the tippity top of the market. And like I said, I honestly feel that you're going to have another buying opportunity where Bitcoin is going to be like $5,000 and under. Because what's funding Bitcoin? Let's take what we know. Most of the country is poor. And let's just say right now the price is what? What is the price? Because I don't even know. Because I've even stopped looking at the price every day. Okay. My phone. Really? It just frees up. I've been using it a lot today. I think my phone is dying because it is locking up on certain apps. All right. There we go. What is the price of Bitcoin? All right. So it's 80. Oh, it was 8,700. Now it's 8,500. It is struggling to maintain that because there is no fast infusion of new money. That's why it's struggling right now. Unless something happens or some more good news come out and that brings a lot of money off the sidelines, it's going to continue to struggle because all of that crazy money, that stupid money, that uneducated money, those unaccredited investors, they've came in and they've been hurt. You got people who bought at 20, even if you bought at 15, you still down 7,500. So, and then this thing where January was dropping and people are like, buy on the dip. So they would buy at 15, then it went down to 12. Buy on the dip. They bought at 12, then it went down to 10. Bought at 10 and it went down. Then they bought it at 7 and it went down, and now it's popped back up. So anyone that's bought on any of these dips lately has lost money. Everybody here that likes losing money, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Please put it up. I'm putting mine up for illustrative purposes. And as long as people continue to lose money, they're not going to mess with this market. And God forbid another hack happens or something, a lot of people are going to be out. With that said, I believe that another coin is going to be the mainstream coin, and it's going to do better than Bitcoin because it's learned the lessons of Bitcoin. But, that's just me. I just see, like, where's this new money coming from? Because everyone's like, it does this. And I'm like, conditions have changed, baby boy. What's up out there? Beelzebub. That's a killer name. You the devil, huh? You will get a lot from learning on the job. Altar Bizbub. Feminism has more political power than MGTOW, way more. The Me Too movement is poised to change America forever. I want you to think about this. A woman can say you did something. No proof. I will say the recent thing with Rob Porter in the White House, he did that. He has a history, not one, not two, but 3 women who actually told the FBI. They didn't go public. They didn't want to go public. One said something. She said, I didn't even tell my friends and family about this. They got dragged into it. He punched that chick. I want you to think about that. He punched her. This dude's like 6'4". He's got anger issues. And that could be the thing that could pull Trump. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get political. What Trump said was signed. He will not be reelected if he manages to get out of this Mueller thing. Women are coming out in droves. These midterms, it's going to be white women that's going to decide who's a congressman or who's a House of Representative. That's who's going to be, because they're coming and they're pissed. It's like for Trump to say that, his base can only make so many explanations for him. Pretty much. I mean, my situation didn't make me go MGTOW. Joshua Hill, if you have a degree, man, just move on. Start some new skills. It's more bitter than divorce courts because the ones living with moms have never been married. Dang. Yeah, it is retarded money. Oh, I've talked about this new tax plan. The tax plan helps me like a big dog. I'm like, I'm not a Trump fan, but he put 14% more money in my pocket if I made the same money I made last year. Facts. I mean, and then with this new pass-through thing where if you have a business, then you can pass through and get another 20% deduction when you pass through on your personal. Oh, this is like I said, when the chicken coop is open, you become a wolf. I mean, right now, if you own a business and you know the tax laws, these are some of the best times ever to start a business. Sure thing, Stefan. Erica Williams, several MGTOW dudes got exposed or were remarried. Where do you be coming up with this stuff? That's funny. Wire coaching. Wow, that's deep. What's up, John? Pretty much, Jay Fleming. All right, so I'm getting ready to part ways. I'll be back at 8:30 in the morning. As you can see, I moved stuff around. I took my lights out because I'm getting ready to do some more videos at home. So I had to make a decision. So I got this bad boy. It works well. And just once again, if you need those courses, they're there. Just go ahead and grab what you need. Pretty much, Stefan. And with that, I will see you guys in the morning, 8:30. I think I will be able to drag myself in here at 8:30. and we'll be talking about some good stuff. So you got your deals, you got your orders, and I will see you good people. Let's see. Come on. There we go. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 8:30. Peace.